To complete our educational training in occupational therapy, we traveled to Bangladesh. With 140 million people living in the area the size of Iowa, Bangladesh has been an independent country since 1971, after separating from Pakistan. The Bengali people are very proud of their hospitality, handicrafts, and traditions, with 90% of the population being of Muslim faith. Resilient and resourceful in the face of natural disasters, lacking of resource, and government instability, the country continues to grow and develop.
The Center for the Rehabilitation of the Paralyzed was created by a British physical therapist, Valerie Taylor, in 1979. It is the sole rehab-focused facility in the country. It also serves as the only occupational therapy education program, a profession established in 2004. CRP has a large scope of medical services, providing surgical care, inpatient and outpatient rehab, transitional housing, vocational training, building wheelchairs, and other assistive devices. Serving people with diagnoses such as spinal cord injury, stroke, cerebral palsy, and autism, CRP provides holistic health care for all income levels and from all corners of the country.
When CRP first started, the town of Shavar was mostly field. Because of CRP's presence and growth, the local economy has blossomed around it, supporting a wider and more diverse community. We became members of the community, shopping, eating, and living with our welcoming neighbors, developing international and cultural relationships that have benefited both sides. We grew to love walking down the street and being greeted by the tailor, shopkeeper, and the local children. A surprising growth opportunity was accessing transportation. We learned to appreciate crowded buses, lack of traffic laws, calm boat rides, and even rickshaws. CRP provided us with accommodations where we learned how to cook, eat, and even do our laundry in true local style. We were grateful for the CRP staff that cooked for us, showed us the town, and grew to be our family. This sense of home made the transition into a new environment easier and allowed us to focus on our educational experience.
As our Level 3 fieldwork, we treated children with primarily cerebral palsy in an outpatient and inpatient setting. We worked closely with their caregivers, our supervisors, and other students. Our therapy services included groups and one-to-one intervention addressing functional mobility, ADLs, feeding, behavioral modifications, hand therapy, and community mobility and inclusion. A major role OT has in Bangladesh is educating the caregivers about their child's condition and their ability to live a positive, meaningful life. Community inclusion outings were an integral part in this. Our favorite interactions while working were with other students and professionals from around the world. Through sharing OT techniques and information about our healthcare system, we promoted intercultural professional understanding. We were given the opportunities to learn more about the Bangladesh healthcare system through visits to other programs serving children in an inclusive school, children who live in slums, and a community living model for adults with developmental disability.
আমার কেউ সইও না গো সজনী আমার কেউ সইও না গো সজনী
In addition, we continued a project on sensory integration from a former international volunteer, creating 2 therapy swings using local resources as our culminating project we left behind.
আমার কেউ সইও না গো সজনী আমার কেউ সইও না গো সজনী আমার
Throughout this experience, we shared our own culture with other students and locals. For our Halloween party, we all dressed in costume, taught others to carve pumpkins, and played games. This was a time where we could feel a bit silly and be connected with our own culture. We also were able to share a Thanksgiving feast with all through a potluck featuring international favorites. This is a great time to bond with other volunteers and local friends, bringing a feeling of home and family.
হাওয়ার উপর চলে গাড়ি হাওয়ার উপর চলে গাড়ি লাগে না পেট্রোল ডিজেল মানুষ একটা 2 চাকার সাইকেল
In return, we participated in both Muslim and Hindu religious celebrations, such as Eid, a celebration of community through the sharing of a sacrificed cow. Local children also shared their love of cricket and enjoyed teaching the foreigners a new game.
মানুষ একটা 2 চাকার সাইকেল কি চমৎকার গাড়ির মডেল গো চমৎকার গাড়ির মডেল
By the end of our stay, we made many friends who shared with us their homes, families, and talents, teaching us many aspects of the Bengali culture we would not have otherwise seen. This enriched our learning experience and connected us with the people we had grown to love. As occupational therapy in Bangladesh progresses, Pacific University can continue to have an impact in not only the profession, but in the people it serves. This unique and challenging fieldwork experience made a mark on our learning that we will carry with us through our professional career.
সাইকেল গড়া তুই জায়গায় করেছে খাড়া জায়গায় জায়গায় স্কুরুপ মারা 72,000 রিস্পক দিয়া এই সাইকেল গড়া চিন্তা করে দেখ না একবার চিন্তা করে দেখ না একবার 206টা হয় এক্সেল মানুষ একটা 2 চাকার সাইকেল কি চমৎকার গাড়ির মডেল গো চমৎকার গাড়ির মডেল মানুষ একটা 2 চাকার সাইকেল